My name is So. I'm a mortgage broker. I'm based in Sydney, but I can serve anyone anywhere in Australia. Today I'm gonna talk about pretty much should you buy unit instead of like a home with the land, so yeah, that's what I'm gonna talk about. Okay, and this is not a financial advice, okay? And because even if two people have the same job, bank look at a lot of other things like asset, liability, income, expenses, their age, visa, credit, report, everything. So their result could be different. Okay, so that's why if you need help with home loan, just come and talk to me. All my contact details are in the post. I don't charge you a cent, okay? And I only get paid if I could get you home loan from the banks, okay? Okay, so unit versus a house, okay? The price difference is usually about 35%. But in Sydney at the moment, house prices are too hot. So the difference between house price and a unit price in Sydney is about 54%. Okay, so obviously, unit prices are cheaper than a house. Okay, a lot of people lately buying a house because interest rates are cheaper. They're getting more borrowing power. That means they can get more loan from the bank, but less supply of houses. That's why house price gone up and up. Okay, and in the lockdown situation, it's better if you have a houses because you got front yard, backyard for the children to run around. And a unit you don't have place to move, not your own private space, okay, and people are not taking trouble, so they got money to pay deposit and buy more houses. Okay, but units are usually in better location, like closer to work than houses. That's why people choose units, and units have more rental income and less maintenance, less headache, no land tax because there's no land, and council rate, and you don't have the upkeep of a big home like maintenance, cleaning, etc. Okay, but unit have a body corporate fee and levy. So when you buy one, you should get your lawyer to check the strata report. Make sure the levies are not going up, the strata fees are not going up for major repair they're about to make, or is your block of unit getting sued, and then you got in the wrong time. So get your lawyer to check that. Okay, and if strata fees are too low on a unit, that could also probably mean that there's not enough work done for the maintenance, so you might end up paying higher later. Okay, and if you buy a unit, you should check that pets are allowed. If you want to have pet later on, is it oversupply? In the market there's hardly any houses, but there's a lot of unit for sales. Okay, and some places that oversupply. That's why bank don't lend to some postcode. If banks say no, you shouldn't buy it. Okay, that means oversupply, obviously. Okay, and some units have city view for now, but I don't think you have a city view in a few years, because there will be more unit blocking your view. Okay, and units have tighter loan restriction than a house, because unit is obviously riskier, you know, size is smaller, high rise, you know. So you know, you also have a limit on potential buyer. One day when you want to sell it, you know, limit on potential growth as well. And you know, some unit have high density, no view, lots of noise, less sunshine, no good. Okay, like I said before, bank have limit on postcodes if you buy units, and your unit need to have minimum 40 or 50 internal square meter. Okay, but it's a good way as a stepping stone, you know. When you buy, usually the first time, not everyone can afford to buy a house. Okay, but then if you wait and wait, later when you can afford the house, what happens is you can only buy unit then, because unit price become house price, you know. So now units are 400,000, say houses are 800,000, and you don't buy unit because you want a house. Okay, when you can afford 800,000, unit become 800, and then house become 2 million. So when you can afford 800,000, you still only get unit anyway, because all the property prices gone up, you know. So it's good to get something to start anyway, you know, rather than don't buy anything, because unit obviously not, unit price don't go up as much as houses, but it still go up. So rather than not having anything, you go build up equity in the unit, and you sell it, and you know, get a profit. If it's your first home, you don't pay tax, and you know, equity that you build up, you buy a house, you know. So it's good to go step by step, you know, otherwise you never be able to afford a house, you know. But if you build up equity in a unit, you may be able to buy a house, you know. So units have a better location than houses. That's the reason some young people choose the unit. They want to live closer to work. Unit are able to easily rent out, less maintenance. Okay, but house price you know, usually grow higher, and houses you have more control over your home. That means you can fix it however you want. Unit you can't. You need to get strata approval for everything you want to do. Okay, and houses have more privacy and space. Okay, these are positive and negative of buying a unit. So you know, if you're thinking of buying unit or a house, come and talk to me. You know, my service is free. All my contact details are in the post. I not only give you the loan, I tell you how to find, you know, the good home, so you get a good home. And when you get a home loan, I coach you how to pay off ASAP, so you can build up equity and buy another, and build up more equity in your properties. Okay, I hope this video helped your friends and relatives. If it does, I ask you to please like and share it. If your friends come to me and give me their loan, then I give you and my customer gifts. Okay, thank you very much. May you have a nice night, nice day tomorrow. May you be away from danger. May you be healthy, happy, and wise. Thank you very much.